Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today we are back in Autonauts. We're going to be seeing about doing the research necessary to convert over to the Stage 3 colonists, and hopefully getting all of the rest of our things worked out over here. So I'm going to go ahead and start programming bots to work in this area. This guy, let's see here, he's going to be completely done there. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll just stop him, and I'm going to, oops, stop, thank you. We'll record this, and I'm just going to get rid of all of his programming. There we go. And we're going to erase that, and we're going to call this one cotton worker for right now, and we'll see about doing this. So 2, 3, 4. This is a little bit bigger than I'd originally. Well, it's a bit bigger than it needs to be. So I'm going to program my bots a little bit so that they're not using all of this area. It'll just be a 4x4. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll get my bot. Actually, I've got to look here and see whether there's any way that I can. Let's see here. Cotton. Let's see here. Lint. Nope. Cotton. Raw. There we go. Let's see here. So there's that. Bulrush seeds. Cotton seed. Okay, so the only way we can do that is with a threshing machine. And that's going to require clothing technology. So we're going to have to see about researching that before we can do really anything. Oh, goodness. There's a lot of stuff that you can do much later in the game. Printing press, goodness gracious. Alchemy. Wow, lots of different things. Alright, we'll get into that at some point. But for right now, we're not going to be able to actually utilize these to do anything. So we won't work on cotton right now until we actually get... Oh! Let's see here. Cereal. Very nice. Farming arable. Watering can and a scarecrow. Interesting. Here's your farming arable commemorative slab. Very good. Let's see what that watering can does. Watering can. What exactly does it do, I wonder? It looks like some sort of tool which can be made at a good workbench. We'll have to try that. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll see about scarecrow. Sure. Oh, they probably scare the birds away. Yep. And then a watering can. Okay, so we need fixing pegs, which I don't think... Can we make those yet? Let's go ahead and we'll set up another crude workbench here to be made. Yep, we'll just put it right there for right now. There we go, and I'll be able to do that. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move these out of the way. There we go, and then I'm going to go ahead and move that one and that one. There we go, and we'll keep the cows from getting in here, I guess, as soon as we get those properly built. Coming along nicely. It's just a case of adding some more. That's the pole storage guy. Where's my guy for... Ah, okay. Plank storage. They're not quite able to keep up with the planks, apparently. Alright. We'll get there. Alright, those are going along. that seems to be working as far as keeping up with the wealth that the colonists are making. Research is coming along nicely, and we're not seeing the wealth pile up over here anymore. So I would say that that is a success. I guess we do have several bots competing for different pieces of wealth that are laying around. That's okay. They'll each queue up and take care of things as they need to. It's going to be interesting to see whether this guy runs out of power first. Oh, yep, he did. Okay. Do we have another one? Yep, okay, good. He'll rescue. Alright, good. Alright. So that's working nicely. They are keeping on top of things. Very good. Okay, so now we are reaching the point where they can't make planks fast enough. So I'm going to refine this process a little bit, because this guy here is doing this not fast enough. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and I'm going to just add another block in here, and we're going to do this times, and we'll do this 5 times, and that's just going to enable him to do that process of putting the boards here 5 times, so that this guy's always going to have something to come back to put those planks into storage. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to, oops, not that guy. Plank storage, there we go. So we're going to edit this, and we're going to go move find nearest plank until hands full. We'll put an escape in there until, so that he can do that even if he can't quite get hands full. There we go. And we'll do that, and that'll be much more efficient. There we go, perfect. And that should ensure that we're starting to get like 3 planks over here at once, not just the one. Cut down on the trips backwards and forwards. Okay. Looks like the forest is being properly taken care of over here. We're getting lots of good cycles as far as the trees getting grown and planted again. This top half seems to be perhaps just a little bit more bare, but we may have just caught it at the wrong point in the cycle. We'll see. Charge a bot. Very good. They're still running short on logs. Alright, we're going to stop him and change this. And we're going to do this until hands full. And we're going to do this until hands empty. And we're going to put an escape on there so that he can always plant if he can't find enough to fill up his hands. There we go. Very good. Tree planter 1. Okay. Yeah, no, he's planting both of them. That'll work. That's fine. And that should be much more efficient. Okay. So we're starting to get a lot of these spice berries pile up, and that's okay because I'm going to be using them to make stewed berries here in a little bit. But we do need a clay pot to be able to do that. So we need a masonry bench. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually it'll be a clay bench. But I believe to do that we're going to need a masonry bench. So I'm going to pull up my Autonauts encyclopedia here again, and we're going to go Crude clay station. There we go. And this one is going to need to be made. Pottery Technology. Stone square frames. Okay. Where are those made? Those are made at a structural workbench. So we're going to see about setting up one of those. Structural workbench. There we go. And one of those needs... Oh, there we go. It needs... ground. Not ground, sorry. It needs floors to be able to do that properly. Or to be able to operate. And so we're going to see about doing that by moving some of these. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the area select again. And we'll move these three like so. Oops, that's just two. I don't need that many. There we go, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll move, oops, we'll move this one down there and this one down there. So that one will become operable as soon as that's built the rest of the way. We're going to need several logs to be able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll move these out of the way. And we're going to have to see about making some more fence pieces there to stop the cows. Because they're over gobbling up all of my hay. They're not really doing anything particularly useful, unfortunately. So, alright, so we've got Pottery Technology. Wow, that's a lot. A lot that unlocks. Clay pot, crude kiln, crude clay station. Okay. So, we're going to need some fixing pegs to be able to make these. So I'm going to go ahead and take... There we go. There's my crafting table. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this one. And we're going to put this one... we'll put it right there for right now. And I'm going to program a bot. Oops, no, not that one. This one. There we go. And this one will be peg maker. There we go. And we'll start programming him. And he's going to go ahead and take poles from there. And we're going to do this until hands full. And then he's going to come over here and run this. I'm going to pause him for right now because I've not got this set up. I'm going to go ahead and make... Hang on, where do I make wood pegs? Fixing peg. Oh, you know what? They're made up here at a chopping block. Alright, so we're not going to bother with doing that yet. We're going to go ahead and make another chopping block. I'm going to put that one in right there. Because the guy with the logs should be able to do that. We're going to need some more fences, so I'm going to go ahead and put up a couple more of those to be built. There we go. I'm starting to get some stuff packed into here, so Crude axe. I've actually got one of those, so I'm going to go ahead and put my coal back into there. Oops. Alright, fine. And we'll do that. And I'm completely out of those, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this one from over here and add that to right there. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and move that like so. And pick this one back up. And then go to programming our bot again. Peg maker. There we go. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and do that until hands full. Then he's going to go ahead and come over here. Oops. Do that. Go ahead and get rid of those. There we go. And we're going to add those. And he's going to make pegs until hands empty. And this will ensure that we get 3 of them. I'm going to do this for 3 sets, so we'll have 6. And we're going to go until full. And I'm going to go ahead and do this times. So we'll do this 2 times. And I'm going to do that until full. There we go. And then I'm going to do a forever loop on there, so that he'll be able to make a stack of 12 on there. And then he'll stop because that's full. And that'll keep a decent number of them going. Alright, good. I'm going to go ahead and we'll grab those out of there. There we go. And we'll put them into right there. I need 2 more stones, so I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 of those. Perfect. Alright, so we've got our structural workbench. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to see about making some poles, or some square frames. So we'll set those up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm kind of running out of room here to actually do construction work. So I'm going to go ahead and... oh goodness. Yeah, we're fast reaching the point of not having enough room. So I'm going to go ahead and rearrange and move some things here. We're going to move this guy. Can't do that. Probably because there's stuff. That's going along nicely there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this. There we go. So we've got a little bit more room. And I'm going to go ahead and move all of those out of the way. There we go. Pen right there. There are no cows in here for right now, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this one right there. And hopefully, I think that'll keep them penned in there. And keep them from coming in. Oh goodness. Well, we've got a bot not working up here, so I'm going to go ahead and come charge. Actually, before we do that, we're going to grab a bot. And we're going to make sure that he's programmed to power. And we're going to find nearest robot discharged in. And we're going to go select structure. There we go. And that should find them, there we go, in there. Very good. And we'll just do that forever. And we'll hit play. This one's going to be billboard charger. And we're going to hit play. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this billboard, because it's not performing the function that I need it to. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And they should be able to keep all of those charged up properly now. That's quite a nice feature. Okay. Whoop! And we're going to go ahead and do our research here, because that's broken down. We're all researched out here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do basic textiles and clothing, and I'm going to go ahead and harvest, or, you know, chop one of these out, harvest one, so that I can get the raw cotton that I need. There we go, perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and put this into my research station here. Alright, and research is up and going again. Perfect. Okay, so I'm still running out of logs over here. There's quite a bit of demand for those. And I guess the same goes for planks. I'm running out of those quite precipitously. So I'm going to have to make some improvements as far as tree efficiency here. I don't see that I really have any of the logs laying around, really. It's more that I don't have enough of them dug out of the way and planted again. So I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more bots here to be able to do that. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to go if hands empty. Fill a mush digger. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop him actually. And we're going to program this guy, because he's not doing anything right now. So I'm going to program him, and I'm going to get rid of all of this, and I'm going to grab one of those. There we go. Get rid of that, because he already knows to grab one of those. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dig the tree stump. And we're going to go in that area. There we go, and repeat. And we're just going to call this Tree Digger 2. Actually, I suppose this will be Stump, so Stump Digger. There we go, and go ahead and hit play, and he'll go to doing that. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to program another guy here to fill in the holes, or no, plant the trees. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop my shovel back here because I don't need that. And we're going to program... Where's my little wandering pot? I've got one somewhere over here that's not doing anything. There we go. Grab him. And he's going to pick up tree seeds in this area. There we go. And we're going to do this until hands full. And then we're going to plant. And we're going to use that same area. There we go, like so. I'm going to do until hands empty. There we go, and we're going to do a repeat forever, and this one will be tree planter 2. Perfect. Alright, so that'll make sure that we get trees properly planted up here. I'm going to find my bot who's... Let's see, that's a charger bot, tree planter 1. There we go. I'm going to stop him and edit this so that he's taking care of this smaller area over here, so that we're not overlapping. And we're going to edit this as well so he's only grabbing tree seeds from that area as well. There we go. And we'll go ahead and hit play. Perfect. Alright, so we've got 2 diggers and 2 planters as far as digging holes. Although we are starting to get some rather funny trees popping up over here. Or rather interesting tree planting. So I'm gonna tree seed nearest hole. Where's my hole digger? Charger bot, tree chopper, stump digger 2. Alright, so we're going to edit this, and I'm going to go ahead and, yep, no, he's digging stumps, good. Alright, so we're good there. Where's my, we're getting some sort of funny overlap here. Maybe it's just that one. Maybe it's just that one. Alright, we should be good. So that should keep up with demand now, as far as planting things and making sure that we've got trees growing and popping back up again. And let's see here, we've got our research going there, very good. We're going to need to make the clay station. So I'm going to go ahead. And there we go, a crude clay station. I'm going to put this one to be constructed right here. But then I'm going to move them over here next to the clay area once we get them to that point, so that they can be constructed a little bit easier. Okay, so we need clay there, we need stone, poles, and square frame panels there. Oh, there we go. We need a bot. And go ahead and we're going to program him to make square pane. So this will be a square frame, sorry. Square frame maker, perfect. Okay, so he's going to come over here and let's see here, we need 4 poles and 4 fixing pegs. So he's going to come over here and grab those until hands full. Pop them over here until hands empty. Then he's going to grab these until hands full. And put them over here until hands empty. There we go, full, empty. We're going to go times, and we'll go 6, and then we'll go until full, There we go. And repeat forever. There we go. So he's going to make 6 frames. And then stop if those have all been used up. Otherwise, he'll go ahead and make another one. Very good. Alright. Go ahead. And I don't think that's going to work right off the bat. Because he's not going to be able to add any more of those. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add these to that so that he'll get to work on those. And he should be picking up 4 of those and adding them over here. 2, 3, 4. And then he'll go back and grab the poles and add them over here. 2, 3, perfect. And that'll kick out another one. Very good. Alright, so I need to go ahead and make some square frames in here. And then I'm going to need to make another one of these structural workbenches. Let's see here, structural workbench. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one up here. And there we go. Yep, we should get that automatically built by my faithful bots. Good, we've got our cabins here, so I'm going to go ahead and move those out of the area as well. There we go. And we'll put those down over here. Perfect. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to add a 10th one over here, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll put another one of those up. There we go. There we go, perfect. And we'll move them over here. Looks like possibly in the next video. Or shortly thereafter. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Ta-ta.